so glad I am not a MAGA cult member. I am completely independent and I do my own research on everything. I am not one of those ignorant people, and I can live my days in peace knowing that I am a good man who has compassion for all and doesn't make himself to be obnoxious.
I'm sorry, right? I mean, I think there are ignorant peoples in both groups, right? But the level of delusion on the left is honestly the next level, where you're so deluded that you think you can change your gender. All right, at least, even as terrible or as whatever you want to say about the right or Republicans or other groups. At least they don't have the level of delusion where you think your gender you can control. It's like, where's the logic in that? Where's the logic in being able to tell other people whatever gender you want? Right? You determine your gender, not your genetics. It's just that's the thing where you can think for yourself. Really, really, because if you can think for yourself, you would know that what it's illogical. It doesn't make sense. Right? It doesn't make sense. And to be honest, like I rarely see people on the left. Rarely. I'm not saying there's none. There are some. But I'm rarely seeing people on the left that actually think for themselves. Because why? Because I rarely see anyone on the left that is publicly critical of people on the left. I've seen it plenty of times where people who are on the right, they could at least be critical, or not all the time too, right? But I see it more often than not about people on the right. Okay, you could be critical about people on the right. Right? You could be critical of people that that you don't share views with, even if you are maybe on the same side, whatever. You can see that that don't make sense. No, I don't agree with that. No, even if this is a thing where you can 100% not agree with everything, right? You don't have to agree with 100% of what someone says on the on the right. But I feel like if you have dissenting opinions when you're on the left, they will call you out for it, right? They will chastise you. They will honestly sometimes bully you. What I see, okay? So I don't know. Are you really independent? Can you really think for yourself? That's questionable.
As a conservative father, I would like to know how you would feel if your son was like this.
My dad is teaching me how to make a steak.
Can you get me a cutting board? This is kind of disgusting.
I don't believe in cutting boards. No, I don't want a cutting board.
Pepper. Don't touch the material, please.
Well, Dad, we're going to start a fire.
Oh, there we go.
The house is going to burn down.
1 to 2 minutes. We're going medium rare.
I am leaving.
You want to learn how to cook a steak, and then he leaves. We're going to flip it over. Holy sweet mother of pearl. Woo! Josh, open the windows. Hurry. We're going to start a fire. It's not going to start a fire.
Yes, it is.
There we go. We got some butter.
Dad, oh my God. Dad, stop it.
There we go.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Fine. One more flip.
Dad, take it off the oven. Our kitchen is full of smoke.
Yeah. Steak is...
This is my thing, right? Who you like, right? I don't. It doesn't necessarily make you have to be like a weak-minded man, right? I've seen some gay men that weren't stereotypical gay. Okay, fine, they like who they like. It is what it is. But it's like, it's a caricature, right? It's like you're stereotypical gay, and it's like that. There is a failure. Okay, I don't think. I mean, I do think, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be. A man liking a woman. I mean. But it's like, you don't have to be so weak-minded. You don't have to be so... It's like, you don't have to be so feminine in nature and mindset just because you like men. Even though it's like... It's just like this. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to touch a subject that maybe... I mean, I have a conspiracy theory that maybe it's how... I don't know. Poor parenting that just led to not understanding... whatever. I'm just thinking about, like... It is, in a way, you failed as a father. That your son, whether he like who he likes, but he's weak. Right? He's weak-minded. It's like, seriously, it's like, the kid is like scared already, right? And it's like, oh, I don't believe in cutting board. What the hell is wrong with you? What do you mean believe in cutting board? It's not about whether you believe it or not. I mean, like, I'm just saying, this is the thing where, and again, it's a caricature, right? Women don't even act like that. So it's just, you're so weak in mindset, and that's the problem, where you coddle, right, your children to the point where they're so weak-minded, they're so delusional, they're so out of touch with reality. Okay, I don't know. I definitely think that parenting is so important. Okay, and how you parent, I don't know. Because I have a theory, right? I mean, like, could there be any, things that has happened to the child that makes them who they are in the sense that, you know, their mindset, you know, their sexual orientation, where it diverts from normality. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But again, still, I think that's poor parenting, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think that's poor parenting. He has failed as a father. I mean, yes, he may protect and provide for his children, but I mean, he's not guiding his children correctly, in my opinion. And that's part of being a father, to guide your children to life correctly.
I was raped yesterday, and I wanted to do a post-rape outfit of the day. No woman should have to experience that. This is my outfit. So, green cute baby tee, pink mini, and then my shoes.
I'm not even gonna make fun of this shit. I have no comment. But somebody left a comment on this video, son. It's the most out-of-pocket shit I've ever seen in my life, son.
You know, I saw that video, and I guess like if you see some other stuff, I'm kind of critical on the trans thing, and it's more like, you know, I think it's because of social media, right? I think it's because of social media. Because every time I see, you know, trans people on social media, I feel like I don't understand why women support these people. I really don't, because I again, at least on social media, these are the people that I kind of feel like it just makes light of being a woman. It really does, right? Every time I see a trans person, it makes light of being a woman. It just uses the stereotypes of being a woman. Right, I feel like that you could complain that, like, you know, the whole cultural appropriation thing is like you're appropriating womanhood. But again, I have no skin in the game. I can never understand why women would support these men. I don't understand, because generally women, the same women that would support these type of men, doesn't support men. So why these men, right? Why support these men? Particularly when these men are honestly just wearing womanhood like a costume. I really don't understand women's mindset, right? I don't. Because if I was in their position, I would find this as an insult. This video, and I've seen others types of videos, and I was like, you're making light of something that is honestly very traumatic experience for a woman. And let me model some stuff out. It's like, I don't know. I can never understand. I really don't.
Do you believe men should be allowed in women's restrooms?
Of course.
Okay, we're going to get a woman to speak to you, and you can have a conversation about that. We'll be right back. So there's a woman here.
You don't think that there should be boundaries? You know, it's like safety.
But what if I really have to go to the restroom? And I
wait in
use the
line. That's what we were taught when we were little. I'm trying to understand your argument, your like reasoning.
Because it's more diverse.
There should be men in the women's restrooms.
Yes,
because
of
it's
course.
more diverse.
Yes.
We need our restrooms to be diverse.
Yes.
Do you guys hear this?
DEI.
I said this before, right? That we don't understand the dangers of trying to be more inclusive, because this is the thing. I'm seeing this more and more in pretty much every aspect of society. We are overcorrecting. Because we want women to, I don't know, have freedoms. Now we're going above and beyond. It is what it is. Because we want minorities to have certain freedoms, we're going above and beyond. It's like everything is like we're overcorrecting. Now we have to hate white people. Now we have to hate men. Now we have to, you know, now certain groups of people, because, you know, we want diverse, or, you know, because of inclusion, or because of, I don't know, acceptance. We're accepting certain types of individuals. Now they said, oh, what is it? Child-loving, I forgot what it is, right? It's like, now another little group within the alphabet people, right? Child-loving people. This is the thing where, again, this is the slippery slope that, in my opinion, it's the left, it's women that are perpetuated, that they don't understand that what they're doing now has become overcorrecting. Now it's become the extreme. Now it's become the other side being extremists, okay? And they are steering society to a dangerous direction, right? And to be honest, it's going to, right now I think it's ruining society. I think it's like hurting society. Men and women dynamics are terrible. You know, interracial relationships are terrible. We are really honestly suffering a lot, I believe, because of because I guess the way to try to correct things, try to make things exclusive, try to make things better. Now we are overcorrecting. Now it's just, it seems like we are going to make society suffer, right? We're going to make things honestly a terrible thing. And you see things like DI, being inclusive, being diverse. Well, women want it, right? A lot of people on the left want it, right? You want diversity, you want you want inclusion, right? Well, now you have men like that, right? From the alphabet community you support. Now they're gonna say, oh, you know what? This is inclusion, this is diversity. This is acknowledgement, right? Acknowledging who I am. You ask for it, you're gonna get it, right? This is why you're getting men in women's spaces, right? Men in women's bathrooms, changing rooms, men taking up roles of women, men in women's sports. This is what women wanted.
Somebody that was telling me like you were trans or something. I was like, listen, you was sitting on my lap. So what I'm trying to, nobody ain't tell us shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I feel like that if you're on that type of somebody.
I saw that on my FYP, and I'm just thinking about, we are too accepting of the mentally ill. We are too accepting of the mentally ill. It's like, this is a thing where, I don't know. Back when I was younger, you don't see the mentally ill everywhere like that, right? They're not everywhere on media, but now they are. And it's just like, this is a thing where we don't understand the repercussions or dangers of it, because this is the thing, and this kind of BS, women support this stuff, and women don't realize that this thing will bite them in the butt. Because here's the thing, look at this.
I have a vagina. The bottom line of it is you're trans. You are a woman with a little twist. Me, I'm a woman. You look more like a nigga than me. Not with these fake ass Rick Owens, girl. Get up out my face for real. Look, shut up. I have a vagina. The bottom line of it is you're trans. You are a woman with a little twist. Me, I'm a woman. You look more like a nigga than me.
And that's the thing, where these fake women, right? Because they get support by other women, they think that now, you know what? They can go into women's spaces. They can really try to outdo women, try to disrespect women, try to take over women's spaces. And it's like, oh, that's disrespectful, but I love her, so I'm not gonna say, really? And this is the thing, they know it, right? The alphabet people know that majority of women or a lot of women support them. So they are allowed to go buck wild, right? The trans community can do whatever they want in women's spaces. Now, the alphabet community is trying to push, this degenerate behavior into children's spaces, right? Their education, their schools, libraries, whatever. Okay, it's like, and then there's also, it's a small little thing where now what is it? I saw this other video of like, what is it? Children lovers, whatever, something like that. It's a pipeline to this stuff where you want to be so accepting of every facets of mental ill people, right? And then you don't see the slippery slope that it can potentially turn into. And it's like, I always think it's funny that if a man dressed as a man, right, disrespect a woman, right, say that you look like tell a woman that you look like a man, women would be like, go crazy and like, I don't know, chastise the man, just hold the man accountable for his words. Yet if a man dresses as a woman, it is okay then for him to disrespect a woman. I find that the hypocrisy in that. Right? It's okay if you fake being a woman, then it's okay for you to mistreat other women. That makes sense. This is why women are their own worst enemy.